Cat Williams is hilarious.
He's
hilarious. He's hilarious, man.
Yeah, he said what he said. He said,
how do we have a shortage of chicken wings? They ain't said nothing about thighs.
It's Talk Time, Season 2 with Inspirational Rob and E. We so glad y'all get back with us. The comment, like, share. Go look at some of our previous stuff on YouTube, on Spotify, on all digital platforms. The podcast. Talk Time with Inspirational Rob and I'm E. Today, we don't waste no time. Today, I got my main man. Like 50 grand. Mr. Mike McDaniel. What's going on with you?
All the fanfare.
All the fanfare. I gotta give it to you right, because you earned it. He's a man of many talents. He's an entrepreneur. He's a father of 3. I just learned he had twins.
Yeah, 3 years
ago. The pandemic has just kept us apart too long.
Yeah, they were born before the pandemic.
I know, but the pandemic shut everything down. So right when you posted it, the world shut down.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get the memo.
Did I get that?
Yeah.
So he has a beautiful girl that she's 4.
Yeah, 4.
And then 2 twin boys.
They're 3.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Then they're 3.
Yeah.
But I said he's an entrepreneur. He's a father. He is a comedian par excellence. You've probably seen him on. What are some of the things you've done?
Man, I was at the liquor store the other day.
The liquor store? He was at the liquor store. You find him at the liquor store? What corner is that on?
That was on 6 Mile and Hubble.
6 and Hubble at the liquor store.
In the gas station.
See what I'm saying? But
I got paper that day.
Paper that day. But we're going to talk about comedy. We're going to talk about some of the things that have happened recently. And just talk about life, because he has a lot to offer us as well. I want to start out again. The slap heard around the world.
The slap heard around the world.
Well, before you get to that, you have a YouTube series.
Yeah, I do.
Called
The Dr. Will Show, which was loosely based, and this was way before the slap.
Okay, way before the slap.
That premiered March 15th, actually on my birthday, March 15th, 2020. The day before the pandemic started.
See how he threw that in his birthday, March 15th. What's your Cash App?
It's Michael McDaniel VO. Put the $sign in front.
March 15th. But it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
The
concept was, Will Smith was doing all the inspirational talks and the videos and all of that. So I was like, what if I made him like Dr. Phil's not really a doctor? What if I made Will Smith a doctor?
Okay.
So he had a little talk show, and he would talk to different guests. He had first season, I think we had Kermit the Frog on there.
How did that go?
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Oh, Kermit got the help he needed, man.
Okay.
Piggy was abusing him. We didn't know it.
Okay.
These years, man. She was hurting that man's feelings.
What?
So
on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. Joel Steen was on there.
Joel.
And
you did all these voices?
Yeah, I did all the voices.
Okay. Give me a quick Will Smith voice.
So, like, I didn't mean to, like, slap him.
But you did.
I did. But, like, I didn't.
Okay.
It was more like a punch, like, slash, almost Hollywood stunt man, like, chaw! If you noticed, I walked off like George Jefferson when I was done. So, like, I like George, because I had bald head Weezy out there. But she's not Weezy.
That's crazy.
Weezy was
See
nice.
what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's great. I don't know how you do that, but it's got to be a lot of stuff. What makes a good comedian? Then we'll go to slap heard around the world.
What makes a good comedian is authenticity. Like somebody is just able to just be themselves and say what they think and not really worry about what everybody else is thinking. And,
How do you find material? Does it come to you easy?
Life is material.
Life is material. I like that. Life, that's a quote.
I mean, it is. It's not.
Life is.
I mean, well, you can have it.
Okay, I'm gonna give credit first.
Yeah, but Dave Chappelle said comedians are born; they're not made. And I think that's true because whatever makes you uniquely you is your perspective. And whatever vocation you get into, what makes you stand out is your perspective inside that vocation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, certain pastors, they preach on and teach on certain aspects and different dynamics, and that's their niche.
Right.
I love it.
Right.
So it's their niche because they've chosen to take on that role or
How
call
long did it
to
take
it.
you to find your niche?
A long time. But I've been doing it my whole life though.
So you were funny all along?
When I was at church with you,
Mm-hmm.
I was doing
You were.
they would have me doing
All
stuff
the
that I was
hosting.
just the simple, like,
Yeah.
we need you to play this person
Uh-huh.
and in this play, and how do we make this funny? People would ask me that, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was, if you remember, I was serious,
Yeah.
but they would still ask me, and I would figure out how to do that, and it would be funny.
So when did you know you had something that was like, I could take this to the masses?
I never really realized that. Like, I got tired. I was too old, and then people were like, man, you need to be on TV. I was like, well, I'm kind of old now, but let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
So, that was when YouTube opened up,
Okay.
and then I started, social media started. That was back on MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
My first time doing
Not
stand-up.
MySpace.
Yeah, check that out.
Okay.
My first time doing stand-up, I auditioned for Bill Bellamy's Who's Got Jokes in Chicago.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I killed it. I didn't get on the show,
Okay.
but I killed it.
That's
Wow.
what's up.
So
That's
that was enough. A lot of famous people were in that audience at the time. I'm sure y'all know Lil Rel.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
seen him on the previous season. Like, this is when everybody was just
Coming up.
trying to get,
Yeah.
Trying to
get
on.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Now this brother's like everywhere, and he's one of the people came up to me after. I
Lil
saw
Rel?
what you did with the John Legend. Like, that was funny. Like, how you was
Okay.
gonna do it?
Okay.
So I just made up something. I literally wrote it in the car
Wow.
on the way.
Bruh.
from Cheesecake Factory to the audition. Like, I'm gonna
That's
say
what's
this,
up.
I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say
That's
that.
what's up.
And it was something about Chicago, which was not universal, but it got the job done. It made me strong enough for me to feel confident to keep going.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I know. I say that because that's on my bucket list. I'm gonna do an open mic. So I'm trying to gather my material, but I really just being from being on platforms, I understand it is not only a gift, but you have to perfect the gift because it's about talent and timing.
I think it is, but I think you don't learn that until you in that fire though. Like, you don't just get up there and you just killing it. Like, you know how many times I bombed? And you know how much I can, but see, you can't afford to win it.
Right.
Like,
right.
you know what I mean? You got to shoot them free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Till you
Yeah.
make them.
Yeah.
You got to get your rhythm down. You got to,
Like T.I.
you got to learn you.
You
know?
So how do you get back off the mat when you bomb? I mean, what do you do, man? I mean, I got like this ego, whatever you want to call it. I'm a perfectionist.
We all have
That's
that.
what have kept me from attempting some things in the past because I'm want things to be so perfect. So if you fail, it's like, oh man, I ain't doing that no more. So
Especially in that arena because it's tough.
woo,
It's tough in any vocation that
It's
you
true.
want to pursue.
that's
I like
true.
that.
You always gonna have a barrier of
That's
fear,
true.
I like that.
That's
and you're gonna always looking like, oh, but what if it don't?
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
It works with everything when you putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah.
nobody wants to look stupid.
Right.
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 I don't
Right.
want, and then now with the era of cameras, now they're gonna keep seeing this.
Oh,
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So it's a whole different level of fear, but you can't stay on the mat
Yeah.
because you got to eat.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see what I mean? So it's like
yeah.
it worked yesterday. It didn't work today. So what's the difference between yesterday and today? What's my mood? What's my
Yeah.
how did I deliver it?
Yeah.
That's when you start like figuring out what works. So
Yeah.
like now I could like go stand on the stage. I analyze the crowd first.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm like, okay, this
Know
is
your
what's gonna
audience.
work
Know
for
your
this.
audience.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
this is what'll work for them. I'm gonna say this. They're not gonna understand it, but I'm gonna stand there and hold the mic until it hits them how crazy what I'm about to say
Yeah.
is.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'll work from there. So it's
Uh-huh.
just like it's mastery or anything. It's skill. It's
It's-
boxing, really.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
And you
stand-up
said
boxing.
something that's really cool. You said, know your audience.
Absolutely.
And you here, but you also said a little while ago, you said that's a fact in every vocation.
Yeah.
Every vocation, no matter what you do, no
Yeah.
matter what it is,
Yeah.
you got to know your audience.
Yeah, and I think for us,
Yeah.
Black folks, I think when you pursue something that's bigger than your environment,
Mhm.
you have to grow to match those bigger environments.
Mm.
So you don't get there if you don't put yourself out there. You know,
that's right.
You know,
that's
like,
right. You got to put yourself out.
Yeah, this could be. I don't know what the vision is for this, but hey, you might need to do a segment on MSNBC.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
that would cause you to have to grow and expand.
Yeah.
First of all, how you see you,
Yeah.
and how you see the world too.
Right.
So that's the challenge that comes with that.
It's just like when we started this.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, we talked about it for a while, talked about it for a while,
Yeah.
for a while, and then we're like, man, we just got to do this.
Just got to do it.
We just got to do this.
Yeah, we just got to do it.
we
We threw our producer Harry in.
Big Harry.
We just got to get it done.
Yep.
So here we are today.
Yep.
Go ahead. You gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say, and just focus on doing what you love and not the numbers.
Yeah.
Like
that's
produce,
hard.
produce, do.
Yeah.
My first few years is when I created. Like I'm literally living off of my first 4 years,
Wow.
and I'm about 15 years in now.
Okay.
And that's crazy to me.
Wow.
But I was on stage every night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I didn't have any kids,
Right.
and I was tearing up my relationship.
Right.
But as a man, you have to have something that you love more that keeps you going beyond people and relationships.
That's good.
Your purpose has to be bigger to you than
Right.
the relationships you're in, and everything else I feel should support that purpose.
Okay.
And that's why I can love you.
And I promise you, we're gonna get to the slap and Monique and all that stuff and DL.
Oh yeah, the slap.
But you killing it right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you giving people wisdom and practical application. How does the comedians learn to laugh at everything? I heard Steve Harvey say that when Bernie Mac passed, he was like, "Nah, don't come at me, because that's what we do. We do jokes, and that's my therapy."
Man, like I said, it just has to be who you are, because it's difficult when something funny happens. You could be in the worst feeling ever, but this moment, I'm sorry, it's inappropriate for this to happen in this moment, and because it's inappropriate, it's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's just how my mind is.
And it doesn't make you insensitive.
No, it makes me me.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't. It's
That
like
ain't funny. It's like
I love my grandmother. You remember my grandmother, Mother Booker? I
wonderful woman.
Love my grandmother.
Yep.
Period.
No
No question, ifs, ands, or buts about it. After I almost fell out, me and my cousin sat on the second row, and we're arguing over who was her favorite.
Okay.
Hands down, it's me.
Okay. Still.
You still.
Yeah, there's no question about that. But something happened, and we just started cracking jokes, man. And it was like my grandma's right there.
Right. Y'all cut that out.
But we cracking up.
Right.
She would have laughed if you
Exactly.
really knew my grandmother.
Right.
She would have made her look, but she would have laughed too, because it's like y'all crazy.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
it was funny. Like my uncle got up and sang at a funeral, and he wrote the song.
Oh.
Tell me that's not funny.
That's got to be hilarious.
Never forget that.
Sir, who authorized
It was
that?
his brother. My grandmother said, Truman want to sing at the funeral. Well, he not singing at the funeral. He can sing at the wake, but he not singing at the funeral. So he need to get something. Uncle Truman was at his brother's funeral singing that song.
Y'all go hear this one.
About every day of the week.
wrote.
He said, on a Monday.
No, he didn't.
He had a
So it was
verse.
5 minutes long.
He had a verse for every day of the week with his brother. What you gonna do with that?
Do you remember it? Do you remember?
Right
No,
now, right now,
all I remember is on a Tuesday. I don't remember what happened on the days, but I remember me and my cousin sitting close together.
He said,
When I head down.
Oh, he's kidding. He's giving me so much.
I wasn't a comedian then.
Oh, no.
No, but I couldn't. That was me laughing and living in that
In
moment.
that moment.
I love it.
That's because that's just
That's
me.
good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
You know,
Yeah.
like, and I think, that's the thing that we gotta master.
Laughter
is being
heals,
ourselves.
man. I tell people
Yeah.
they laugh more, they'll feel better.
Yep.
You will.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You will.
So we talked about you do Will Smith. So what did the slap do for you?
The slap bothered me, to be honest. It's like,
Did you see it real time?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused.
I was too.
Well, yeah. Me and my wife, we were arguing about was it real or not.
Yeah, I thought it was
And I said that's real. And then she said, no, that's a joke. That's just a joke.
No.
I said that's real.
This one I knew it was real when I saw
A blank look on your.
when Will checked out
Mhm.
and they killed the sound.
Yeah. It was like,
it did. Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
I can read every lip, and I saw Lupita's face though over the shoulder. She was like, Lupita looked like,
where my purse?
yeah, I'm out of here.
It might be
They about to
time.
pop off.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know how we do.
Yeah. So that
It
bothered me because it further endorses people feel entitled that they could tell comedians what to say, what not to say, and control.
Yeah.
And if Will Smith can come slap a comedian, Dave Chappelle got attacked right after that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He paid for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He definitely paid for that. 'Cause that
They
wasn't the Oscars.
Y'all was ready.
Yeah, that wasn't the
They
Oscars.
right.
But you can't just attack people because you disagree. Why are you here?
But where's the line? Where's the line?
For who?
For where you draw the line where it becomes personal versus comedic. Or is there no line? You know when you come in, it's comedy. But in defense, I'm giving different sides because I want to hear it.
No, you can't. Nobody should disrespect anybody, whether you're a comedian or anybody. Disrespect is off the table.
Okay.
However, if you don't like the color red, and that's my primary color in my paintings, you just stay away from my art. You stay away from my painting. Dave Chappelle's content is his perspective.
Right.
And if you paid to come to see him, that's what you were buying. You could have went to somebody else's show or saved your money. You know?
I think though, and you know better than I would. I think they said that what's his name had been he'd been dissing Will Smith and his wife for a little bit. It wasn't the first time he dissed her.
No. The context of that is Chris Rock was hosting the Oscars. Will and Jada decided we're going to picket the Oscars and cancel it.
Right.
The first time this black man is hosting it, people leave that part out.
Oh, that's good.
So he was doing his job. Right. And Will and Jada picketing the Oscars. Like, when the last time you been in a movie? Like, he basically, that was the first time. What was that, 2016, whatever that was?
Yeah.
I mean, when is Nurse Hawthorne gonna be on the Oscars?
It's
like,
an opening
it's
monologue.
not for TV.
Right.
That was him being himself. It had nothing to do. That was him doing his job. Like, that's a current event. It's the news.
Right.
And it was funny.
And it was funny.
Right.
That was his job.
And everybody laughed.
Right. And everybody laughed.
You know what I mean? So it was like, it wasn't him attacking them. They were essentially attacking him first.
Yeah.
But there's no accountability for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, there's no accountability for that. And, you know, also the slap thing, how did he know? Why do they assume everybody watches Red Table Talk?
Right.
How does he know she has alopecia? Everybody didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, so stop.
Right.
And then you got this hurt man that you constantly abusing,
trying to prove
that he Tupac. See, baby, like, you know, he was laughing at first.
Yeah.
He's like, we mad. Okay. You know what? I'm about to slap him. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm going up there. I guess I'm here, so slap.
Yeah. And didn't sit back and think about the repercussions.
Yo, he feeling them now.
He feeling them.
Yeah,
and I'm mad because I want to see Bad Boys 4.
Yeah.
But now I can't see it because of Jada.
And I want to see him.
So now they're not gonna do it now.
They shut down all his stuff.
Yeah.
He had a lot of stuff slated. Now, mind you, Will Smith winning an Oscar was the most important moment in his career. Like, for him, because he's never gotten it. He's been nominated. And he's got top box office. Black dude, like
and it was a lot.
It's a lot, and he had it. Dude, you did it, but you slapped another black man.
Yeah, on national.
Yeah,
because of emotions. And she was sitting in the front row. Yeah, bald head.
Right. Yeah, and the producer of the
Will
Oscar
Packer
was a black.
It was so much.
It was outstanding,
and it was so bad.
It was
to do that.
It was one of the best. It was the best Oscars I've ever seen.
It was entertaining.
All of that.
Yeah, all of that.
It was there.
And controversial
but
now.
People forget it now.
Yeah.
You don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't
It's
remember
overshadowed by
And
you
it
know,
was
the
so
hood
good.
stuff.
It was so good too.
So what is your advice to comedians after that? I mean, how do you give a disclaimer now when you go on stage, or you just trust
I
security?
think everybody does, but you know, I carry a gun, bro. I don't have time for that. I'm not about to be boxing with y'all. I'm just gonna be strapped on stage, bro. Like, cause you might want to try something. You might want to try something after the show. Like,
Yeah.
But I'm not. And now you don't know what triggers people.
Yeah.
Because everybody's super sensitive about everything. So it's like.
And
not only are people super sensitive, and not to even necessarily get into the political thing, but when the leader of the free world says things like beat up these people in the audience, I'll pay your this and that and the other, and he's totally disrespecting everybody, then that trickles down, man. It just does. I think it does.
He's the president that America deserves.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, that's a whole nother story.
Whoa.
And
Yeah.
I think I'm with you on that. But give me some Donald Trump. You can do it.
No, man.
You ain't gonna do it.
That's disrespectful.
You got limitations.
You know what? God bless you, dude. But no, I didn't even try to do Donald Trump.
Much respect.
Yeah,
But you can do Obama.
Absolutely.
He's the hardest. He's got to be the hardest one.
What would Obama tell Will Smith right after the slap?
You know, I called him and I said, Willard, what the cuss were you thinking? You know, Chris has a brother.
Yeah.
Or two.
Oh, dude.
And yeah.
You might want to rethink that next time.
A couple steps from the penitentiary.
Man, we are out of time for this segment, but we coming back for segment 2 because I got a couple more questions to ask him. I gotta ask him about Monique and D.L. Hughley and some other things because he's an actor too. So if you want to get into the acting business, you see him on commercials. How many commercials you turn on TV? Mike McDaniel is in the hospital somewhere, walking a patient, being a patient, or being a doctor. He's just that talented. Man, thank you for segment 1.
Thanks for having me, man.
Hang out with us for a minute.
I got you.
Okay, we're gonna do segment 2. Talk time with Inspirational Rob and my man Mike Daniels. We'll be back on for the next segment.